Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Ragudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Friday, January 26th, 2024. It's one of those very dramatic and complicated days. Over the last 24 hours, we've had the full moon in Leo, and the moon in Leo is always dramatic no matter what, but we also today have the moon moving through the mid to late degrees of Leo, but the sun also in a square to Jupiter, which should be a good positive aspect, but also Uranus, the planet of sudden change and sometimes chaos, the ruling planet of Aquarius, where the sun currently is, turns from retrograde to direct motion tonight. So anything can happen over the next 24 to 48 hours. Let's go through it, shall we? We mentioned that the sun is in Aquarius. It is exactly 6 degrees of Aquarius, and the moon is moving through the mid to late degrees of Leo. That means that in the morning it makes a trine, a lovely trine to Chiron called the wounded healer at 15 degrees of Aries, just as Mercury, the planet of communication, makes a hard square, 90-degree angle to Chiron. So already we see that communications are to the fore today, and they may not be totally harmonious. So we're going to have to watch what we say and what we do today, because we could be misunderstood quite easily. The moon makes an inconjunct, 150-degree adapt, adjust, accommodate angle to Mercury shortly thereafter, and all of this occurs very early in the morning. The moon then makes an awkward inconjunct to Mars, the planet of energy and sometimes conflict, at 8:19 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4:19 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Again, it's one of those complicated, energetic mornings, so watch where your energy is going. Then the moon makes a hard square, 90-degree angle to Uranus, which is within an hour or so of turning direct from having been retrograde. That occurs at 1:19 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:19 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, all of which is to say, take a deep breath. The sun then makes a hard square, 90-degree angle to a very fortunate Jupiter, which can blow things out of proportion easily, at 11:18 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2:18 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:18 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, so it's overnight. Then, overnight tonight, comes Uranus's turn from retrograde to direct motion at precisely 11:35 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:35 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Breathe. Center yourself today. The energy is going every which way. Let's keep ourselves as straight as we can today, energetically speaking. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Ragudas, from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you would like to see what your 2024 looks like, you can book a reading with me on my website, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day, no matter what.